What It Takes Radio Company, helping you connect with and reach your audience and bringing your message to life. Anywhere you are, all around the world, we can make that happen. And so we have a message for you today that might be helpful. You see, whether you know it or not, or whether you like it or not, this is true. If you are in business, you are in the communication business. And you're going to have to be very good at it. And I think we can help you. Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stan. And here I am in my fake office. That's right. Of course, this is a beautiful office. Of course, the problem is it's not my office. It's, again, part of what you are finally getting used to, understanding that through the miracle of AI, through the fakery of everything else that can be done today, yes, miracles and fakery, they are coming together in certain ways. And as a result of that, you oftentimes will not know what is real, what is true, what is perhaps beautiful, what you are supposed to do. So you are going to have to be able in many, many ways to figure out what is good, what is true, what is beautiful, what is right, what is wrong, what is smart. What's going to happen is that more and more you are going to be the difference in your business, even more so, because it will be your wisdom, your insight, your truth, your trust, your ability to not be taken in by all the hype and hoopla and glamour, and at the same time be able to be a person of humble, perhaps modest, serving, truthful integrity. You're going to have to be an unusual person in this world today. As someone once said, it was me who said it, that we want to be world class. But to be world class means that we're not trying to be necessarily the descriptive of how great we are. What we're going to try and do is we're going to try and be aspiring to be one of the very best in how we serve others and how we treat others as the most important people in the world. I started my new year, as I traditionally do, in the months of September and October, in conjunction with the Hebrew New Year, the people of the scripture tradition. And that way I have a head start on all of you who are waiting forward to waiting forward to the traditional January 1st. And something else got in the way, and that was that the American election is going to have a significant impact on the marketplace. And so we had to wait and see just about what that would be, because that will be helpful for us in deciding what the world will be like, what the marketplace will be like, what the government policies will be like. And since the United States is one of the prime players in the world marketplace, what happens in that part of the world will very much affect, in many ways, the rest of the world. But please keep in mind that no matter when we talk about world class or world markets, in effect, business is always local in the sense that it's one person serving another person, telling a story, listening to a story, and providing something that is useful to another person. That's right. How to be useful. Yeah. How to be a blessing, how to be useful, how to tell the truth and be trustworthy. And that is something that no matter what the world conditions are, no matter what the marketplace is all about, is something that you can do on your own. And no matter whether it's up or down, things will go better for you if you learn to put that into the world that you're all about. There we go. end of sermon, end of rant, but just simply a way to describe the way the world is. Now, may I remind you of something that came out, and of course, it surprised a lot of people, though I've been talking about it for some time, is that the past election in America has now been designated somewhat as the podcast election. Because what happened is that it seems that some of the real significant differences did not come from tons of traditional advertising. You know, Kamala Harris spent millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars on big celebrity events and on just a global amount of TV and radio advertising. But it didn't seem to work nearly as well as that very common little podcast. You know, just me, just you, and perhaps a microphone and a computer and a way for us to share each other's story. That seemed to be the thing that was most effective in making a difference, particularly in those arenas where people were still making decisions on what they are all about. Very simply, I'm going to remind you that no matter what business you are in, you know, selling trucks, selling tacos, you are in the communication business. And so that's the thing I want to remind us all. Not the information business, the communication business. There's a difference. Unfortunately, a lot of people who think they're in the communication business and believe that they're acting that way, all they are doing is shoving information, noise, and all kinds of other things in front of people. That's information. Information is not communication. And the successful man or woman is going to learn that there's always going to be too much information, but there's always going to be too little communication. Please remember that. Just think about that for a while. There will always be way too much information, but there will never be enough communication. I'm going to encourage you, first of all, you've got to get good at the communication tools. That's right. The modern mass marketing media. That's it. The radio, the television, in their present day incarnation. Yes, you have to do that. But then you're going to try and learn to turn what is simply a spoken word or a activity picture into something that people participate in, think about, find connection in. And that's a whole different game. That's a whole different skill. That's why I say so many people are learning how to be podcasters, but they're not learning how to be broadcasters. Because broadcasting, in my point of view, is the ability to have the heart, mind, and spirit of a communicator, not just somebody who can reduce and repeat and speak the words of a script on a podcast. So just let these ideas sit on your head for a while. We got to go. We got to make life and business work. All of us are in that situation. And remember, you are in the communication business. And what I want to do is suggest that you will need, not necessarily me, but I'm available. Yeah, I'll give a great opportunity. I know how to do marketing, media, communication. It's what I do, and I've done it for many years, and I do it well, along with many years of business performance coaching, working with entrepreneurs and startup people. So I simply want to suggest that I may not have a beautiful office, but what we do have is we do have the ability to come into your life and in your business and say, whatever the business issue that may also be related to life issues, which they are, there are ways that I know and believe that we can help you. And we have lots of special programs. But when I have a client or a patient or a customer, but most importantly, a friend to help, everything I do is custom work because I'm doing it just for you. May I audition as you are looking forward to 25 with perhaps a little more clarity about what's going to be, that I would like to volunteer my team and my friends and colleagues um, for a variety of coaching experiences and a number of programs that are oftentimes not only business based, but spirit based. We're putting one together now, how to be a world class Jesus broadcaster. That's right. How to be a world class Jesus broadcaster. And we're going to learn how to do that, perhaps in the way that if Jesus were here today, he would say, let me teach you how to be really good at the work you do in terms of communicating with other people. He was really good at it. And by the way, he still is. So reach out to me at stanhusted@gmail.com, stanhusted@gmail.com. The election is past. The grieving and the gloating should come to an end. And now let's find significant ways to actually change not only our world, but maybe a certain part of the world. Best and blessings to you all. I look forward to hearing from you. stanhusted@gmail.com, stanhusted@gmail.com. Best and blessings. Peace be with you. Bye for now.